Representative Rone, Representative Roberts, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, if I could have your attention. Each year, Oklahoma honors its troopers for acts of heroism and humanitarianism. For the last several years, it has been my honor to present these troopers to the members of the House. Today is an exceptional day for me. Standing at the podium with Representative Tommy Hardin, Representative Dustin Roberts, Representative Mike Christian, and I is the Trooper of the Year for 2010, Trooper Greg Williams, badge number 385, and his father, retired Trooper, First Lieutenant Mike Williams, number 29. Lieutenant Mike Williams was named Trooper of the Year in 1978 for his actions at the Caddo-Kennebec manhunt, in which Lieutenant Pat Grimes, Troopers Billy Young and Houston Pappy Summers lost their lives. Early in my career, Lieutenant Williams, when he was a trooper in Marshall County, and I worked in adjoining counties. Greg and I were both troopers and assigned to Troop F. That was Greg's original assignment. First Lieutenant Mike Williams and Trooper Greg Williams are the only father and son to be awarded Trooper of the Year. Clerk, would you read the citation?
Clerk will read.
Whereas Trooper Greg Williams, batch number 385, has been named the Trooper of the Year for heroism and recognized as one of the most distinguished and outstanding troopers in the state of Oklahoma. And whereas on June 26, 2010, while on routine patrol at Lake Texoma, Trooper Greg Williams observed a male subject in distress thrashing about in the water. The subject was approximately 100 yards from the shoreline and 50 yards from the nearest boat, going under the water with every wave. As Trooper Williams approached, he attempted to gain the person's attention by calling out to him, but there was no response. Trooper Williams tossed a rope, but the subject was not physically able to maintain a good hold. When near enough, Trooper Williams was able to grasp the individual by the arms and pull him into the swim platform of his patrol boat. Whereas with the aid of 2 citizens, Trooper Williams was able to pull the subject to safety. Although he was short of breath and slow to respond, later he became more responsive, being turned over to the care of EMS personnel and was transported to the hospital in Medill. Whereas on July 18, 2010, Trooper Williams was advised of a vessel fire, actually in Texas waters. The owner had just fueled at Soldier Creek and only minutes later discovered a crackling sound with heavy smoke billowing from the engine room. After the owner of the boat was able to get the passengers off the burning deck, Trooper Williams arrived on the scene, rescuing the owner and his 5 passengers who were scattered in the water from 75 to 250 yards from the boat. Trooper Williams' diligence and dedication to the safety of the citizens of this state and the citizens of Texas on these 2 occasions saved several lives. And whereas it is proper and fitting that the Oklahoma legislature, acting on behalf of the citizens of Oklahoma, takes pride in extending recognition to Trooper Greg Williams for such outstanding service. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of the Governor, the Lieutenant Governor, Representatives Tommy Hardin, Dustin Roberts, Paul Rone, Mike Christian, and the Oklahoma legislature extends to Trooper Greg Williams, badge number 385, sincere congratulations and directs that this citation be presented.
Mr. Speaker, at this time I would ask you to recognize Trooper Greg Williams.
You are recognized.
I just want to say I'm very humbly honored today and to receive this citation, to be able up here with all of my fellow co-workers and brothers, and especially it's just a tremendous honor to be here with my dad, be able to share this honor with him. And I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the state of Oklahoma for the last 20 years, and hope I get to do it for a long more time. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, in the glassed in area, I would like for those guys that just stood, the troopers that have come here to see Greg being honored. I think there's 3 of them that were, as we call in the Highway Patrol, his litter mates in Patrol Academy some 20 years ago. Would you guys stand and let the people welcome you here also? And also, Mr. Speaker, he's standing now. I'd like for him to remain standing with his pink shirt and white and pink tie. Representative Thompson, if you would stand. A lot of people don't know this about Greg and Representative Thompson. Greg was the deep snapper, and Representative Thompson was the punter on the 1985 National Champ OU Sooners. I'd like you to be recognized too, Trooper Thompson. And Mr. Speaker, last but not least, would you recognize the Commissioner for some remarks?
Commissioner, you are recognized.
Just want to thank all of you for coming and being here to support the patrol. It's really a great day for the Highway Patrol and the Department of Public Safety. And just for the sake of brevity, because I know all of us are very busy and you got a lot of time constraints. This experience, we've got true American heroes behind us. Lieutenant Greg Williams and Trooper Greg Williams. It absolutely validates a long-standing belief that I've had. And just a very quick story. I heard a discussion that was going on there talking about generations. And the folks were talking about, well, this generation, they dress funny, they listen to funny music, and they don't have any respect for the elders. Well, all that generation did was go and fight and win World War I. All it did was bring us back from the brink of chaos that was the Great Depression. And today, we all call that generation the greatest generation. So I'm absolutely convinced that this generation has the capacity to do great things. And I really appreciate the fact you took the time to recognize them and show some support for the patrol, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for indulging us the time to honor Greg today.
Thank you, Representative Rone. Well done.